your go-to source for informative, creative, and engaging news. With 85 convenient locations throughout San Antonio, Black Life Texas News Magazine brings you the latest updates on politics, social justice, culture, entertainment, and more. From thought-provoking articles to inspiring profiles, we cover the topics that matter most to you. Don't miss another copy. Subscribe today for convenient home delivery. Black Life Texas.
Good afternoon and welcome to Contemporary Black Voices. And my name is Dr. Sharon Michael Chadwell. And with me today is also my panel buddies. We have Chris Dawkins and we also have Caleb Alexander. One of the topics that really means a lot to me right now is the Trump administration's promise to dismantle the Department of Education, but even more so, the impact on the Black female workers at these locations is troublesome. Now, to kind of put everything into context, the Department of Education, 36% of the workforce is Black women. And among these Black women, you have various family structures, single family, married. But the point is that these women are contributing to their lifestyle or home life after work. Without these jobs, it becomes more stressful for them to maintain the current lifestyle that they have while working for the Department of Education. So we want to look at what this dismantling really means, not only to Black women, but to our kids as well. And so with that being said, this dismantling will impact 30% of the workforce, and that means Black women in particular. There's a loss of accountability in that with Black women involved in the Department of Education, they were involved in civil rights issues, what we call Title I funding, and this can be perceived by the Trump administration as being DEI because special education is up under that program, and also any type of program that helps kids have a better academic chance of being successful down the line, like after school care, reading, math, the hiring of reading, math, and other content area specialists. So without these women in particular involved in the process, it does impact the educational experience of Black kids. I know that when I was my first teaching job, my classroom was in a Title I school. It was in the urban setting, and 3 teachers had walked out of that classroom before I showed up. When I showed up, the kids had to kind of they weren't trusting me at first, but once they realized I was there for the time with them, then they became a little bit more willing to learn. So I know you guys have heard about the dismantling of this department, but what are your thoughts about it?
First of all, it's a travesty. If you're talking about from a Black standpoint, we already had a problem with education not being equal for Black folk anyway. Now you have the dismantling of education. You've got Black books being taken out of schools. And now you have the livelihood of these individuals who are losing their livelihood. So the question becomes for me, I just don't understand this. It's like nobody cares about what's going on in America now. You're losing a lot of benefits and nobody seems to be saying anything. We're taking this really, in my opinion, really well.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah. So, I think that just to zoom out a little bit, looking at this and putting it into a context, they are dismantling the Department of Education, but this wide scale firing of government workers. We all know DC is chocolate city, and we know an enormous percentage of the permanent federal workforce are African Americans.
Right.
And a lot of times, and I think this administration believes that they were impeded the first time by the deep state. And I think that the deep state is probably code for DEI state. And so this huge firing of this African American workforce is payback, but it's also firing black folks and getting his people into those positions so that they're free to do whatever they want to do. So just to zoom out a little bit and examine things from that perspective. But also, yeah, it's just we knew that they were going to come in. We knew that they were going to attack the Department of Education. It's been the education and EPA and they've had a hit list. The Republicans had a hit list for decades, and education is one of them. They talk about they want to defund education. They want to send education back to the states. A lot of our victories, civil rights victories, were won through education and through the expansion of education. So that's always been on their hit list, and they want to return that power to the states. You know what I mean?
If they return it to the states, I mean, the states are already having a very difficult time keeping up with education as it is, just by property tax alone.
But not Texas.
And let's be specific. The red states are being funded by the blue states.
Or put it like this, yeah.
And some of the federal.
Texas and California are funding the majority of Texas, California, New York. You know what I'm saying? Your states, like the rich states, basically. Let's just keep it real. Your rich states, Texas, California, New York, are funding Mississippi, Alabama, South Carolina, Arkansas, Missouri, and all the rest of them. You know what I mean? And so my kids, they're done with public education. They're done with high school and stuff like that. But I mean, I never had a problem with it because you want to be a butt, I'll be a butt. Don't send my tax dollars to Mississippi. Don't send my tax dollars to Alabama. Don't send my tax dollars to West Virginia because I know Texas education system is going to be just fine. But
Texas education system is not that great.
Texas education system is exceptional if you compare it to Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, South Carolina, West Virginia, and a whole lot of these other states. So you remember, we set the curriculum for the rest of the nation because we order so many books. So whatever Texas decides to order is what the rest of the nations get.
Send your comments as Caleb Alexander.
Well, I mean, it's true. We order so many textbooks. Right. Yeah, we set the agenda for the rest of the nation. So no, it's we set the education agenda. Our tax dollars are funding everybody else's education center. We'll be just fine. I wonder how West Virginia is going to fare. But I know that we're kind of winding down this segment, so I'll go ahead and let you guys close it out.
Well, with that being said, we are going to take a quick break and come back to this discussion.